Breakker causes chaos. Theory gets ambushed. Rollins in trouble. Breakker changes everything. Madrid goes wild. Did Bron Breakker really just change everything in one split-second decision, or did we just witness the beginning of a longer game nobody saw coming? And more importantly, was Austin Theory the target all along, or just the unlucky guy standing in the wrong place at the worst possible moment? Because what went down in Madrid didn't feel like your usual WWE chaos. It felt sharper than that. More personal. Like something had been waiting to snap for a while, and nobody noticed the tension building until it finally exploded right in front of everyone. The arena was already loud before anything even happened. You know that kind of European crowd energy where even the smallest stare gets treated like a championship moment? Yeah, that was Madrid tonight. Seth Rollins had just been doing what Seth Rollins always does, soaking in the reaction, pacing like a man who owns the place, talking a little trash without even needing a microphone sometimes. And Austin Theory? Well, he showed up like someone who had already decided he was going to ruin someone's night just for fun. At first, it looked like business as usual. A few exchanged words. A bit of pacing. That slow build where fans start leaning forward without even realizing it. You could feel something was coming, but nobody could tell what direction it would take. And then it shifted. Austin Theory snapped first. Not in a controlled way either. More like he stopped pretending this was just competition and decided to turn it into punishment. He went after Seth Rollins with that aggressive edge he's been trying to sharpen for a while now. Strikes, pressure, corner control, the kind of attack that says, "I'm tired of being overlooked." And for a second, it actually worked. Rollins got driven back. The crowd noise changed. You know that moment when fans stop cheering and start reacting? That uneasy sound? That's when you know things aren't going according to script anymore. Rollins tried to fight back, of course. He always does. A few counters, a quick strike, that instinctive movement that makes him one of the hardest guys to completely shut down. But Theory wasn't slowing down. If anything, he looked like he was getting more frustrated, more reckless. Like he was trying to prove something not just to Rollins, but to everyone watching. And that's when the air in the arena changed again. Because people started noticing someone walking down the ramp. Not running. Not posing. Just walking. Bron Breakker. Now, you don't really react to Bron Breakker like you do other superstars. There's no slow build of emotion. It's immediate. It's instinctive. The kind of presence that makes a crowd go, "Oh, something's about to break." Literally. Austin Theory noticed him too. And for the first time since the attack started, he hesitated. Just for a second. But in wrestling, a second is enough to change everything. Rollins saw him as well, still trying to recover, still calculating what this meant. Was this help? Was this another problem? Was this just chaos arriving in a different shape? Nobody knew. And that's the dangerous part. Because Bron didn't go to Rollins first. He didn't check on him. Didn't acknowledge him. Didn't even pause near him. He went straight for Austin Theory. And what happened next wasn't a wrestling sequence in the traditional sense. It was more like Impact meeting momentum with no agreement beforehand. Bron didn't waste time. The moment he hit the ring, Theory tried to adjust, tried to defend, tried to say something, but it didn't matter. One shot. Then another. And suddenly Theory wasn't the aggressor anymore. He was just trying to survive the moment he thought he controlled. The crowd exploded, but not in a clean way. It was messy. Confused. Half excitement, half shock. You could hear people arguing in real time just through their reactions. Some cheering, some yelling, "What is he doing?" Others just laughing like they couldn't believe how fast everything flipped. And Seth Rollins? He wasn't celebrating. He was watching. Carefully. Studying Bron like a man trying to figure out whether he just got saved, or just got a new problem added to his life. Because Bron Breakker doesn't do things halfway. That's the thing people keep forgetting. When he commits, it's total. There's no soft version of him. No friendly assist energy. Everything he does looks like it has consequences attached. Austin Theory tried to crawl out of the situation, tried to regain space, tried to turn it into something controllable again. But Bron wasn't interested in letting him reset. Every time Theory got up, he got put back down. Not in a dramatic, drawn-out way. In a quick, decisive way that said, "This is finished when I decide it's finished." And just when it felt like Bron might keep going indefinitely, something changed again. He stopped. Just like that. No celebration. No taunt. No long pose for the crowd. He turned his head slowly toward Seth Rollins. And that's when the entire arena went quiet for half a beat. Because now the question wasn't, what did Bron just do? It was, why did he do it? Rollins stepped forward slightly. Not aggressive, not defensive, just cautious. Like someone who has been in enough chaos to recognize when it might not be over. The two of them stood in the same space, but it didn't feel like alliance energy. It didn't feel like rivalry either. It felt unresolved. Theory was still down behind them, trying to recover, but nobody was looking at him anymore. That's how fast the focus shifted. 1 second he's the center of violence, the next he's background noise in something bigger. Bron finally spoke, but not loudly. Just enough for those closest to hear. Rollins didn't respond immediately. He just stared. You could almost see the thought process happening. Trust? Strategy? Danger? Or all three at once? And this is where it gets interesting, because nothing was clarified. Nothing was clean. WWE didn't give the crowd a "this is what this means" moment. Instead, they gave them something worse, uncertainty. Bron didn't shake hands with Rollins. Didn't attack him either. He just looked at him for a second longer than comfortable, then stepped back. Like he had already made his point. And then he left. Just like that. No music hit right away. No celebration. Just the noise of the crowd trying to process what they just saw. Rollins stood there alone for a moment, breathing heavily, eyes scanning the ramp where Bron disappeared. And you could tell even he wasn't fully sure what just happened. Was that a rescue? Was that a message? Or was that Bron Breakker inserting himself into a situation that was never meant to include him and rewriting it in